We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Denver Broncos. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage.
Struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 49.
Look for signals. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Throwing is Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Yeah, that's what I do.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Here's Wilson.
Keep it up.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. 58 yards, the distance covered on the punt return. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos nothing.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. First possession resulted in a punt. What does Mr. Davis predict for possession number 2?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they had down on their play sheet, because most teams start with that script, that so-called script, about things they want to do. Some of those plays are used to probe, and some of those plays are used to attack. I think they're going to try to attack on this possession.
All right, let's see what happens. Will they attack? Now Wilson changing the play.
All go special! All go special! 52's the mic! Check, 52's the mic!
No, check that. We're going Mike 52.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Pick me up. Here we go.
He's checking. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
The first carry now. This is Williams. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Broncos at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
What we got? Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Not today, you aren't.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Let's go one more.
Back to throw. Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Watch the zip.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Bronco defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Mike 41. Chap 60.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Hey, man up, D. Man.
Cup 19.
10's the mic. I got you. I got you.
Once more, Gibson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
We've got to wedge that, huh? Come on, boy.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Bang, bang.
Throwing here, Howell.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Bronco 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Rabbit. Watch the edge.
70 Timberwolf.
Check.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
14, Broncos nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road, How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
57. Mike, 57.
95, 95.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
57's the Mike.
Go.
Now Wilson.
It's going to be a long...
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuwebunam. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
52.
Now Wilson on first down.
Pick up the ball.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it, and the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop, and that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game, but ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
60 Bison. Hey, turn it up. Buffalo 18. Mike 56.
On first down, Howell. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Twist, watch the twist. 56 the Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Stay with your man. Viking 18.
He's checking crash.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Howell.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
SOS.
Undercrush. Check smash. Check smash. 50. Check 50.
Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Come on.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Panther 60. 7 Pirates.
56. Mike's 56. Come off the ball hard.
And fights through one man. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
56 to Mike.
On the counter, Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Riley Moss takes him down defensively. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw, Howell. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Back and go full strength.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the run, watch the run. You're soft, baby. That's baby soft.
And Howell will throw it.
56. He can't hang. He's not going to give me.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
A 33-yard pass.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, now. Took right. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the screen. Pass. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Now it's Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Hey, 57. Ricky.
Hey, alert.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. You're not ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Hey, here I go.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got tight left.
We got four.
Zebra. 57's Mike.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. 57.
There's Wilson to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Oh, Hal loses it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Mike 41.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Rig, Lion.
Big edge.
A handoff for Gibson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
So don't say nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
57. Mike 57. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Here we go, D.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Watch the
Here's Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Viking 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
6 the Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here we go. Here we go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now throwing on first down here. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Howell changing the play here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
41 Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
First down, Howell to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Hey. Drop deep.
No. Check that. We're going Mike 52 right here.
Mike 52.
Y'all not ready. Mike 52. They're not ready for this, man.
On second down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
57's Mike. Mike,
Good job right there.
Watch the slant.
To throw is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Pull it together. 41's coming. 41's the mic.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Coming after you. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Too little, cupcake.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Check 25.
Cup 19.
Here's Gibson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Know your job.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
You must be dreaming.
Mike 41. Mike 41.
Hey, man.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returning it, here's Hamler. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
57. Mike, 57. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Good. 12. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Curve it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now is 2nd and 10.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Good job right there. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. I'm here all day.
New Mike 52. Mike 52.
From the shotgun, Wilson. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Defense, no game.
57 left. 57's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Mike's 57.
Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Push him back.
Check, Bobcat.
They'll go again with Gibson. And he's got room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 10. Mike 10. I got one. Tight dog. Joker.
They'll go play action. Howell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
Twist. 41's the Mike.
18 Rattler.
Now a handoff up the middle. Ratliff. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
19 tight.
Let's go, defense. Our time. This our time. Mike's 56.
Howell throwing on third down here.
It's just me and you.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Ratliff. And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go. 41 Mike. Get your swerve on. Safe.
Now Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
On On second down now, Ratliff, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
All day.
Mustang 19. 41's the mic. 41's the. Hey, check that. Street. Go. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Ratliff, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Street. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Check 24.
A handoff running left is Gibson. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
70 Ranger.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
56 is the mic.
It's coming this way. Here we go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Here's Howell. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Mike's 56.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
A 42-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
It's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do that? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Got to do better. Come on.
Bang out. Bam. Check.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
You got nothing. Hey, go 14. 57, Mike 57.
I got him.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
I got it. 14.
Now it's Wilson.
He's scared.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4.
That's good. Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mike 52. I'm coming. 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. A carry for Gibson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Gibson again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd and a couple.
Go, Rig, go. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
They run the counter. Ratliff, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Ratliff. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Here I come. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Kill.
Check smash.
Kill.
They'll run. It's Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Rig, Lion. Panther 11.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here we go.
Second down and a yard.
Check the Eagle. Check Bobcat.
Come on, switch it.
Robinson up the middle, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And they'll run here with Gibson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
19 Tiger. Hey, check that. Street.
Check 26.
They run the counter. Ratliff, a gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Gibson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things, not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So for Washington, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.